Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ailia, and I hope this video finds you well. To be honest, I was actually going to just pull some cards for my own personal self, but I feel like nothing we go through is actually singular, and I do feel like there's been a lot of really interesting energies present during this time. So I thought that I would record this reading in the event that this also resonates with some of you out there. So I invite you to grab a cup of tea or a snack, and let's see what energy has to share with us today. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Thank you for helping me see clearly what it is that I need to know now, what it is that I can share with this beautiful soul that is also watching this video. I'm debating if I want to start with Tarot Oracle, and I'm feeling called to start with the Oracle deck. What can I share with this beautiful soul that's watching this video right now? We have unwavering faith. Stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit guides you through uncertainty. And just go with it. Embrace spontaneity and trust the journey, remaining open to unexpected twists and turns along the way. So it sounds like something is testing your faith right now. Something is maybe pulling you in different directions, or you're uncertain as to which way to go. And Spirit is reminding you to stand firm in your beliefs, to tap into your divine intuition and follow that guidance. Yeah, and we just got divinely guided. Trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. Yeah, that's such a strong confirmation to what we were just saying, to stand firm in your beliefs, to trust your intuition, to know that you're being divinely guided. And, you know, when we're going through these shifts as we are right now, it can be really challenging to know what is truth. It could be challenging to know where you perhaps ought to lean in a situation. And what Spirit is reminding us right now is just to go with it. Embracing spontaneity and trusting the journey also has to do with you embracing spontaneities of each moment, of each circumstance and each situation, and trusting that you are being guided on this journey. There are going to be shadow aspects on your path that you might not be able to see. There might be circumstances and truths that are hidden from you, but Spirit is reminding you to remain open along the way and know that there will be unexpected twists and turns, but that you are divinely guided, and that divinity comes from within. It comes from your intuition. It comes from that place within you that knows whether or not, you are very excited about a situation or feel kind of lukewarm about a situation. If you're not really certain about something or someone, maybe taking the time to pause and to step back and to reevaluate the situation from a more removed perspective. That's a really beautiful start. Let's see what the Tarot has to share with us today. It might feel like a lot is crumbling at this time, and it might feel like your faith is being tested, and perhaps your faith is being tested. You're being guided to follow your own internal compass, your own direction that's being paved for you by your highest self. And faith is so important during this time. Queen of Coins, Ace of Coins, Page of Coins, Queen of Coins. Yeah, so for a lot of you, this might have to do with money, because we have 3 coin cards that just fell out. For a lot of you, this might have to be, in the direction of finances, maybe a new lifestyle, like I'm hearing, like about your health. Maybe you're attempting a new lifestyle, and perhaps it's something that the people around you don't quite understand. Say, for instance, you might come from a very hearty family of meat eaters, and you're now being guided to be vegetarian or vegan. This is just an example. And you're around people that don't understand and question you, and might be trying to shake your belief in yourself. So it's even more important during this time to stand in your faith and to stand firm in your belief, and to know that you doing what is right for you is the most important thing. With the Ace of Coins here, this is something that is being gifted to you from the universe. So whatever it is that is challenging your faith at this moment is actually a gift. There's some wealth in the situation that maybe you are not able to see for the narrowness of the line or the path that you have to walk, But with the aces, they're always a gift from divinity. And with the Page of Coins here, it's like someone who's very focused on what it is they want to plant, what it is that they want to add. There's a positive charge, on this coin here. And that tells me that there's some kind of energy that's generating right now, some kind of energy that is ready to seed, ready to germinate. And this page, though he is young and inexperienced, he's taking the time to meditate. I'm noticing here too, he's kind of like, it looks like he went into a cave. So he's seeking a sense of self to meditate, to listen to his inner guidance, to figure out where to plant this seed. And then we have the Queen of Coins, who's very dignified, who's very relaxed, and she has this negative sign, which does not mean bad. Positive and negative are just forces of energy. So she is now in a place where she's able to receive. This is someone who wants to give. This is someone who has a lot that needs to be given. And this is someone who has the ability to receive. You know, there's not a lot going on around her. She is sitting in abundance. She is serene. She's at peace. And she has the divine feminine essence of receptivity. So there is kind of a nice balance here between the positive and the negative polarities of a situation that is being gifted to you by the divine. Let me see what else is going to come up here. At the bottom of the deck too, we have the Five of Cups, and you know, I'm getting the sense that one of the reasons why your faith is being tested is because you've had to walk away from something. You've had to walk away from something that you were quite attached to, that there was a lot of emotional attachment to, and you're still feeling a sense of loss and a sense of grief. You know, this was at the bottom of the deck, so this is playing out underneath the surface, unconsciously perhaps, or it has not yet fully risen to the surface. You know, I see these tarot readers on YouTube, and they'll have these like hour-long readings without ever drinking water. I don't know how they do it. Oh, the Star. Yeah, so there's a lot of deep, deep healing going on here. There's a lot of deep healing going on here. There's a lot of truth coming to the surface is what I'm seeing too. With the Star, nothing is hidden. Everything is free and exposed and accepted, you know. And there's always this symbology of the two chalices, and one that is pouring into the river of the unconscious, and you can see how it's this golden light water that's flowing into the unconscious. And then we have the waters of earth here that's being planted and manifested. And she does this all with a serenity and a peace of knowing that there's not a part of her that holds on to shame and that holds on to guilt. This is someone that has gone through challenges and come through to the other side, knowing that they performed right action, knowing that they behaved with honor, with dignity, with integrity. They have nothing to hide from. We have Temperance. So there's two major arcanas that both came out here. And this shows me, this is a confirmation that you are being divinely guided right now. We have the angel Temperance here, and the angel Temperance is reminding you to kind of just take things one step at a time, to exercise patience, to allow the situation to alchemize until it is ready. You know, I'm seeing here her sleeve under the cup, and it looks almost like a funnel. And so we have again this symbology of giving back to the waters of the unconscious. And I think this is kind of what I was picking up on before I started the reading, because, you know, I may have mentioned earlier I was just going to pull cards for myself, but something told me that this is not a solo experience. This is something that is bigger than myself, and this is something that I believe a lot of people are experiencing right now. you're moving through something that is testing you, and the only way out is through the situation. And the only way through the situation is by exercising a certain compassion, a certain understanding, a patience, a harmonious presence, and to check in with yourself and confirm along the way that you are behaving and acting in alignment with your truth and honoring that, and not to behave in any way that will generate more guilt, more shame, either in you or in the people around you. Wow. I want to just get the feeling that there's one more card, maybe. Let's see. Is there one more card that wants to come out? And if not, I will close the reading with an Animal Apothecary Oracle card. 5 of Wands, yeah. Yeah, we have 2 5s that came out here. 5 of Cups and 5 of Wands. So you're definitely moving through some sadness right now. And you're definitely kind of, I'm getting the sense where you're maybe teetering on the brink of holding it together and letting loose, if you understand what I mean. With the 5 of Wands, a lot of times it can have this sense of, are these people playing or are they fighting? You know, and I'm kind of seeing it now as one losing their temperance. If you maintain your temperance, it is an exercise. If you maintain your temperance, this is a training exercise to help you strengthen your muscles, your will, your sense of control. If you lose your temperance, this becomes a battle. This becomes a fight. This becomes, a situation getting out of hand. We have 2 pentagrams here too, both with the 5s. And so I'm getting the sense that this is taking up a lot of your resources. This is, I'm kind of seeing this as all 5 senses, is how I'm kind of hearing it being broken down to me right now. So this is taking up a lot of your resources, a lot of your energy, a lot of your time, a lot of your attention. And, again, we just go back to this first message here of going with it, embracing the spontaneity and trusting the journey, remaining open, knowing that you are being divinely guided, knowing that if you stand firm in your sense of self, you knowing exactly who you are, standing firm in your beliefs, and trusting that despite everything that you are feeling right now, this actually is a gift from the universe. This is a gift that I believe is going to lead you to a certain sense of prosperity, a certain reinvigoration of self and spirit and body, and open you up to becoming this very beautiful, open, blissful being, because you have shed that which is no longer serving you while behaving correctly the whole time, so that you don't walk away having generated more karma, more hurt, more pain. Let's close the reading. excuse me, close the reading off with an animal apothecary oracle card. What message of encouragement can I leave this beautiful soul with during this time as they exercise their willpower and strength of self and temperance and open to accept these gifts that Spirit is blessing them with, challenging as it may be on this earth realm? Claim your power. Yes, wow. You know, this was at the bottom of the deck too, I think, when I picked it up. Claim your power. That's very beautiful. Where do I want to put this? You might be feeling really powerless in this situation right now. You might feel like you don't really know what to do for the best possible outcome. But you have the strength inside of you, and it's up to you to seize it, Tiger. All right, maybe I'll just read the whole thing. Claim your power, Tiger. Anyone face to face with a tiger instantly shifts into a state of respect for her prolific power. Tiger summons you to connect with your greatest power, to overcome yourself, to overcome your doubts, fears, insecurities, and illusions of the ego, and to use boundaries. While many of the animals in the apothecary deck asks you to be accepting of your emotions, when this card comes up, it means enough is enough. Tiger does not appear now with the feminine energy of allowing. This is the masculine energy of taking action and creating what you want. It is time to care more about the end goals than the heavy emotions you are currently feeling. The action called for here is snap out of the illusion and get your thoughts in gear. When you change your thoughts of the world around you changes. Get in control of your thoughts and transform the story you tell yourself. You are not your feelings, so stop mistaking them for your identity. Shift perspective, conquer your emotions, and carve the life you desire. You can no longer submit to the identities and definitions that you once projected on yourself and others. It is time to move forward and initiate your power. When you stand in your greatness like a tiger, you have nothing to prove, for you just are. True power is not dictated or enforced. It is an energy that magnetizes others to want to help you in your cause. Once someone has to prove and display their strength, they've already lost it. Tiger's medicine says stop playing the victim of circumstances. Your power is even greater than Tiger's, yet you wallow in smallness and self-pity. How strange it is that one with so much power is so blinded by it. You feel imprisoned by your circumstances, yet the only prison is the story you painted over your circumstances. Tiger's medicine is to wake up, get real, change your story, change your life, claim your power. When they said here about taking action and creating the life that you want, I really felt the energy of this page of coins and this queen of coins here. And it feels to me like this page of coins is planting this seed so that she may thrive. And so I'm hearing too that you have to awaken your internal masculine energy and take action, take protective action to plant the life that you want, so that your internal feminine can come out and be soft and be open. You know, she's open to receive because she's open. She's not closed off and fearful of the world. She's open to that. And when it also said, what did it say? It said something about your, oh my gosh, hold on. Shifting perspective, conquering your emotions, and carving the life that you desire. This takes time. This takes work. This takes persistent, constant reminders. This is that temperance card. This is that alchemy that you are moving through so that you can be transformed. You're alchemizing yourself into the next version of who you are. And that takes time, that takes patience, that takes you having to remind yourself on a more regular basis what it is that you desire, what it is that you are working towards, and to allow your end goal to be the focus rather than getting lost in the sadness, getting lost in the conflict, in the drama, in the chaos around you, and to remember to move through it all with right action, right mind, right action, right thoughts, right action. Your power can mean many different things. You know, your power can mean brute strength and overcoming people by forcing them to submit. But your power can also be your peace, the way that you allow yourself to detach, the way you allow yourself to not be fazed by certain situations, and the way that you are able to maintain a harmonious openness and peace with yourself despite the challenges that you are facing right now. I hope that this was helpful for you today. If it was a message that resonated with you to some respect, it would do me such gladness if you were to like this video. And if you'd like to join me for more readings and energy updates, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.